Shalom, Haverim. Good morning. Boker Tov. I am Evelyn Goldfinger, aka Miss Eve, ready to talk today about raising Jewish kids. This conversation is brought to you by my new book, Words from My Heart, the hands-on Jewish prayer book, which helps children and their grown-ups explore spirituality and Jewish prayer in a hands-on way with fun activities, games, prayers, links to videos, resources, and much more. My pre-order campaign is live, so I'm going to post a link below where you can just go there and pre-order your copy. Now, today we have a very special guest. Her name is Denise Kornitz. She was born in Argentina. She lived in Israel and in New York. And Denise is an educator and an artist. You will meet her very soon, and I'm so blessed and happy that she is here. Denise created an art and playing program in New York called Casita del Arte, House of Art. She was the co-creator of Yeladudes, a bilingual children's theater company in English and Hebrew. And in Argentina, she created a space called Sanando Infancias, Healing Childhoods, to raise awareness among educators and parents about their own childhood. She continues to create spaces for families and children where love and connection are the protagonists. I am so excited to welcome Denise here. I'm gonna invite her in. Denise, welcome to Raising Jewish Kids. How are you? She here? She's coming. 1 second, everybody. Hi.
Hi. Hi, Evie.
Hi, Denise. I am so honored that you're here and to share with us a very special topic, which is the relationship with God. I invited Denise here, and we could be talking about so many things from art and education. But one thing that I really wanted to share with everyone, with Denise's blessing, it's her special relationship with God. So, Denise, when I invite you to come and join us and talk with us today about your relationship with God, you said, and I quote, "What an honor to be invited to talk about my best friend." I couldn't believe that. Like, who says that? I was invited to talk about my best friend because I was invited to talk about God. And there was a line that you said, and I quote, "Yes, God is my best friend, but I don't speak with anyone about that." Like, it's not a big thing. So, but it is a big thing. It's so important to us as parents, educators, spiritual leaders to talk about God. So, can you tell us a little bit about your relationship with God?
Of course, whatever you want to know.
So, how do you address God? Like, do you address God daily?
Yes, every day, every morning we are talking. I'm saying, hello, how are you? We are talking all day, every day. I'm talking in my head. It's not that I'm talking out loud. But every morning I wake up and I'm saying, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here with me. Also, I'm going to the mirror and I'm starting talking at myself, and then I'm very thankful about all my life, and he's hearing because he's with me all the time.
So it's an ongoing conversation, you could say?
Yes, all the time.
That's
Like
beautiful.
I'm going and I'm speaking with him. Yes.
So I wonder, how does it feel? Because I have to confess something. You're one of my role models of the relationship that I want to create with God.
Wow!
So I hear you. And what I hear you is, if I were to think that God is with me at the whole time with that awareness that you have, I will never feel alone. I will never
Right.
feel completely defeated. I will never feel that I'm not enough because God is always there. Is that somewhere near?
Can be. can be because the awareness, I didn't think about that, but it's something that, yes, of course, I never feel alone, that for sure, and always know that everything that is happening to me is for a reason. So I'm not fighting with anybody. Like, if something is going on and I don't like it, I say, first of all, I say, thank you. I know that you love me. And I know that you are doing this because you love me. I don't understand why, no yet, but I know that I will.
That's amazing.
And that is the way I live. You don't?
Well, we're not talking about my relationship with God. We can have that conversation, but to me, it's a path. We're saying hi to our friends who are joining the conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. So you talk with God when you are sad, when you're happy, when you have a question, when you don't understand. Like it's not for certain purposes that you go to God, or certain time, like let's say a holiday or Shabbat, or you know.
No. He's with me all day long.
Would you share with us how you call God, how you name God in your mind, or when you talk out loud? You can say it in Spanish.
No, I know all the time I'm calling him, like because we have a conversation, but it's Diosito, Hashem, never God, because I don't speak with him in English. I speak with him in English and Hebrew or Spanish. So yeah, Diosito. And when I wrote in my diary, when I was 12, like everything is started when I was 9, I think. Do you want to know how?
I would love to hear. I know that story, and
Okay.
I would love for you to share that story with us. Yes, please.
Okay. So when I was 9, around 9 years old, I was sleeping over at my friend's house, and every time that we are going to sleep, she's telling me, "Don't speak to me right now." And I was waiting, and every time was the same. I don't know why it's taking me so long to ask her, "What are you doing? Why I cannot talk to you right now?" So she's saying, "I'm praying, I'm doing tefillah." And I was like, "What is that?" I didn't know. And I went to a Jewish school, but I didn't know. I don't know. "I'm doing tefillah." "What is that?" "I'm praying." "What are you doing?" "I'm talking to God." "What?" "Yes." "What are you saying?" "I'm saying thank you, and I'm asking him things." "You are asking? What? What? You can ask him things? What are you asking?" I don't know, and I don't remember exactly the conversation, but I asked her, "Can I do it too?" And she said, "Of course." I said, "Oh, okay. Hello." I don't know, and I, like, for me, he's there and was there or whatever. He's with me, but hello, nice to meet you. I'm Denise. And I start hearing him. "Yes, I know who you are. You don't need to say, like, I know everything about you." "Oh, okay." And that's it. And from that moment, like, we were best friends.
That's amazing. I love that story. Oh, can I do that too? Like that permission, right? That permission slip to say, you know, maybe, and I think when you shared this story with me, you said at home you didn't talk about that, you didn't have that practice maybe, and this was an opportunity for you to say, oh, there is someone called God, the creator of the world, or and I get to have that relationship too. So I was thinking in terms of raising Jewish kids and spiritual kids in general, how to enable that for kids. And sometimes grown-ups having their own challenges and their own issues with believing or communicating even with God or the higher power or the source or Hashem or however you want to call it. How can we be enablers? How can we open that possibility for children and then let them create that relationship? But to say, okay, it's okay, this exists and you can have it too. And it doesn't have to do with fixed tefillah, I assume, because I don't hear you say, oh, and I pray this prayers and this prayers and this prayers. It doesn't have to be with a fixed. It's about an awareness. It's very Hasidic if you think about it. Like, I think it was Rabbi Nachman who said, talk with God every day and just don't bother God for the big things. That's a big thing for me. It's like, no, God is busy with wars and hunger. And no, it's like,
sometimes it's happening to me. Like, can we talk right now? And I hear, no, right now I'm very busy. And I say, okay, so I will talk with someone else. Like, I know that he's not alone, and I have many, many other, like, madrichim, let's say, malachim, or angels. I don't know how to call it.
Like guidance counselors, right?
Right.
Are the counselors?
Counselors, let's say. So sometimes when he's very busy, so I'm talking with someone else. It's funny because I create the relationship that I want to have. And I think that taking what you talking or saying or asking, first of all, I have a relationship, and the relationship is changing. Sometimes I talking every day and more, and sometimes I don't talk to him like all the time. And what I wanted to say is that I'm, as an adult, have my own relationship, and then I'm the example of my daughter. She will see me, she's seeing me, and she's doing whatever she wants. Like, she is free to connect or not. And when she born, we started connecting with Madre Tierra, like nature.
Nature,
yeah.
Mother.
And she's talking to Mother Earth, and she's saying to her, oh, like, she's talking with the flowers and with the birds. She's talking with the animals, and like, whatever, like, perfect. Like, you will build your own relationship with whatever is alive, or whatever you feel comfortable, or when you need to share something that you don't know how to share with someone else, with a person. And it's like, it's a first contact with yourself, and then, like, I'm sharing with someone else. You understand?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Okay.
Sometimes we think it out of context, like talking to the flowers and talking, and it seems very either modern or spiritual, in a way that it's like not new or very different. But even in the Tanakh, in the Bible, Shlomo Melech, King Solomon, it says that he spoke with birds and animals, and like he knew the languages of the animals and all that. So it doesn't have to be a conversation even out loud, but just maybe to have a connection, like you said, Denise. I would love for you to talk to us a little bit about the other part of talking to God, which is listening. And you have a lot of that too. When you felt in your life that God was talking to you, how do you know when God is talking to you? How do you pay attention? How do you know what to do? How to listen?
Let me think, because I feel him. It's a feeling, and also I hear him in my head. Like, I know his voice. It's not the same like mine when I'm talking to myself. It's a different voice, and also I feeling, and also a lot of messages. When I need him, a guidance for something, so I ask him, can you send me a sign, or can you explain me what you do and what direction to go? And then it's happening. Someone is coming and talking to me, and I know that I need to go to that direction, for example. Or I have a really, really fun situation that happened to me when I was studying in Israel. Can I tell you that story?
Please do.
I think that you know that story too. So, was a competition in my school in Batesby when and I was on the finals. We were only 8, and I needed to perform. I don't know, the theater was maybe 250 people, and was full, and I needed to perform. My Hebrew wasn't so good, but I was on the finals, and I was doing a monologue with a telephone, like a telephone, like the old ones with the cable.
It was a prop, a
It was
fake
a
one.
prop, completely prop. And I was very nervous. I was behind the scenes, okay? And then I felt, I knew that the telephone is ringing. Like I can hear the ring, ring. And I remember watching and nobody like hear that. And I said like, hello. And I hear him saying to me, calm, be calm. You already win. So everything is all right. Okay. That's it. And I performed and I win. And I don't know what that was really funny, because the situation, like the ringing telephone and that everything around me. But the things to me are the same. Like when I'm asking, for example, going to this way or this or that way, like I hear him talking to me. Maybe that way will be longer or will be more difficult, but it's the way that you need to do things. When I need to take a really hard decision, for example, to come back to Argentina, was a really hard decision to make after almost 20 years that I was living outside Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I remember that we had a really hard conversation, and I understood that the best for me is to come back, but I couldn't see it. And I knew that will be difficult at the beginning, but I knew that he's doing just because he loves me. Like it's not other way. I need to do it because it's the best for me and my family. Like I'm not questioning why.
Yeah.
I just know, and I know that one day I will understand.
Do you think that everyone can develop a relationship with God in their own way?
Of course. Yeah, 100%. It's just wanted to have it. Yes. Million ajus. Yes, 100%. Yes.
So everybody listening to this, you can start your own journey, or maybe rekindle if you haven't talked to God in a while, or listen to God, because it's about deep awareness. And Denise, I've heard it other times where people would say, God, send a signal or show me the next step. And it happened. Or when people went into the meditation or the deep prayer to really look inside and listen to what God was telling them. And it was the right path for them. And it's interesting that you said you have a very clear idea that God loves you, and you don't question it because you know it's for your best, whatever God is sending you to do or whatever God is saying. That's also interesting. I would love for you to tell us a little bit about how you practice this at home. I know you have a ritual when you light the Shabbat candles. Maybe that with us, and how that you do it in front of your daughter, right? Or with your daughter. So how does that?
So we light candles. We prayed the tefillah, and then I say thanks for all the things that happened that week, and then I ask him for things for the following week, and then also I said to him, I asked him if he needs help, so please let me know. So it's something that sometimes that is something that I'm doing forever. From the moment that I had a diary, always, like, I had at the end I said, thank God, gracias Diosito in Spanish, gracias Diosito, if you need anything from me, let me know.
That's amazing. So
it's something that it's not all like he's only for me, I'm also for him. And when I'm talking about him, it's about humanity, it's about service, it's about doing things that maybe he needs my help doing it.
yeah, like a channel or
Exactly. And I was a channel for, that is another conversation, but it was really heavy things that I knew and I needed to share with other people about, like, kind of medium like that. Like, I knew information that I needed to tell someone else, and then I disconnected and I didn't remember what I was saying, like, about many, like a message. Like, I needed to develop a message to some people, and I did for a while. And then we had another conversation, and I said to him, I think that is not for me. Find someone else. and that's it.
you stop receiving those downloads, those messages.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
So I was thinking how different your life would have been if you didn't have that conversation with your friend that night. Maybe you would have found God someone else, right? Or somewhere else in a situation. But that
Right.
was opening a portal really to a
Yes.
spot. And I'm thinking, go ahead, please.
I'm sorry. No, was so naive. Was so naive. Like, oh, I can do it too. Like, and that's it. And yeah, like you said, like a portal opened to me, like a new world. Like, I can do that too. Okay, let's do it. And then I didn't ask people how you do, how you talk to, like, I just took that information and I start building my relationship the way that I feel comfortable doing it.
That's fantastic. You know, people ask me because of the new book and the workshops I'm doing on
Yes.
words from my heart and spirituality and Jewish prayer. How can we talk to children about God and how can we build that relationship? And maybe the answer is we don't have to build that relationship. We just need to show them, talk to them about God, that he exists, whatever you want to call him, Diosito, him, her, Hashem. I'm very open in that sense because it's different for everybody, like you said. And being enablers, being that friend who said, oh, I'm doing tefillah, I'm talking to God, and you can do it too, and you can do it too. Maybe it's just that you can do it too if you feel like it, if you feel the connection. So I think now you understand a little bit more why I asked you here today to talk about your best friend.
That's fantastic. I don't know. It's like I never thought about that before. I didn't know that was important for other people. Or also that we can share that information, and maybe we can open the door for someone else. Like, you can do it too. And I think that that's amazing. Like, to know that you can do it, and it's not one way. It's not one way. And when we as parents or educators or we are the example. So Jasmine, my daughter, sees me, she knows it, and she knows that she can use it as she wants. And I think it's the same, like talking as another topic. It's not like a weird topic, or it's like, of course it's a topic that we don't know much. It's not like it's in on a books. It's not math. It's not math, but
Oh,
when we allow the kids to start maybe discovering, like, they can do it, but the way that they want to do it, I think that we are giving them freedom to connect with God.
thank you so much, Denise. This is amazing. I think we are opening the doors for parents and for educators and for spiritual leaders to have this conversation. Let us know, everybody, where we can find you, where we can connect with you, where this conversation can keep going. I'm so happy that I invite you here to talk about a topic that it's so important. And maybe I was assigned to you to say, oh wait, my relationship with God is a thing. I can illuminate the path for others like they done for me with this, like just enabling and just opening the doors. So I'm very honored and happy that you're here this morning. I think
I'm
this
so honored that you invited me to talk about this, and I'm so excited and happy, and thank you for thinking of me. And I'm so happy about your book. I really wanted to read it, and good luck with this. This is amazing that you are opening this portal to everybody. Thank
thank,
you.
thank you. Wait, let us know where everybody can find you.
In Instagram, Denise Kornitz. You can find me. You can find me there, or yes, you can find me there because there is also the info about Casita de Arte in New York, and the information about Sanando Infancias is there. So in my Instagram, it's great.
Perfect. And I know that you care about spirituality and you pray for all the children of the world.
Yes,
I forgot to
I
ask you
love
about,
all of them.
I know,
It's a,
and that
it's a thing. It's a thing. I love all of them. The one that I know and the one that I don't know. Yes.
can you share with us before you leave how you pray? I think we talk about the diary and when you say, Dear God, we talk about the Shabbat candles and how you model for your child. We talk about your story at being 9 years old, and I can do it too. I think there's one more thing maybe to share today. There's plenty
Okay.
more just today.
Okay.
When you light the Shabbat candles and you pray for all the children and the different situations, I don't want to say it. I want you to share it with us. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, well, you said that you pray for kids who are suffering from hunger, from not having a home.
Yes.
Uh, that awareness, not only of yourself, but you mentioned this humanity.
It, it's not that I say the same every time, but it's about service, and it's about when I ask him, if you need me, let me know. and we no, yes, maybe we have, like, I say it in different ways, but it's like please give home and love and food to every kid in the world. And if you need me to do something to help with that, please let me know. Like, show me the way to help you help. Yeah.
Denise, this
That's
has been amazing. I just wanted like not to leave without sharing with people how amazing you are and maybe how this connection with God, it's really a connection to with nature, like you said, to humanity. And I love what you said about service. And I think there's a lot to think about, a lot of food for thought. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna go keep working on my relationship with God, keeping being inspired by you. So wait, so you're saying that your best friend can be anyone's best friend, everyone's best friend.
yes, he has place for everyone.
And also, I want to share with everybody, like Denise has tons of human friends. Like, I wouldn't say real friends because God is a real friend, but it's not like, she doesn't have, and it could be the case and you will be totally fine. But she has like, because she's amazing and she has, you see her energy, her personality, and her openness and her caring. She has tons of friends. Some of her friends are my friends.
Right.
And she has a best friend that it's not none of them, even though they might be great friends, but it's God. So I wanted that to be out there because I think it's important to say that there's always room for God and there's always room for other people, right?
Right, right. Thank you for all the kind words. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for
I,
inviting me. Thank you for this space. And thank you for think like out of the box and how we can share this information and how we can give tools to the kids to connect with God, and also for the parents, and to know that we are the role model for our kids. And if we want our kids to have a relationship with God, we need to have one with him.
That's beautiful. We will close with that. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. This conversation will be posted on my Instagram, on Denise's Instagram, so you can come back to it. And it will be part of my new podcast, Raising Jewish Kids, because I think we need to have these conversations, right?
Yes, yes.
And
And I will read it. Yes.
Denise, because she speaks Spanish and Hebrew, we are going to do a little bit of this, Beivrit and in Espanol, very soon. So stay tuned. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oh,
Thank
why don't
you.
we thank God for this opportunity? Let's thank God.
Of course.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you. Mwah.